Hey everyone, welcome back to English Unleashed, where we help you master everyday English in the most fun way possible. I'm Jake.
And I'm Nina. Today, we're diving into a topic that's sure to get tails wagging and whiskers twitching pets. We'll be sharing animal vocabulary, funny pet stories, and tips to sound like a natural when chatting about your furry, or not so furry, friends.
Exactly. Whether you're a dog devotee, a cat connoisseur, or a secret admirer of iguanas, we've got you covered. Nina, do you have any pets at home?
I do. I have a mischievous ginger cat named Moki. He loves to knock things off tables and pretend he's the king of the apartment. What about you, Jake?
I've got a rescue dog named Max. He's a Labrador mix and thinks he's a lap dog, despite weighing over 30 kilos. I swear, my sofa is basically his throne now.
I feel like every pet has a way of taking over the house. So, Jake, let's kick things off. When people talk about pets in English, what are some of the basic words they should know?
Good place to start. The essentials are pet, owner, and breed. You'll also hear adopt if someone got their animal from a shelter, or buy if they got it from a breeder. And of course, rescue when talking about animals saved from tough situations.
I hear the word breed all the time, especially with dogs. Can you explain what it means? And maybe throw in some fun examples?
Sure. Breed is like the animal's family or type. For example, Labradors, Poodles, and Dachshunds are all different dog breeds. Each breed has its own look and personality. Fun fact, the world's smallest dog breed is the Chihuahua, while the tallest is the Irish Wolfhound.
Irish Wolfhound? That sounds like a dog that could eat me for breakfast. Okay, so we've got breed, adopt, and rescue. What about when people talk about their pets' personalities? What words come up?
Oh, lots. You might hear playful, loyal, affectionate, or independent. For example, people say dogs are loyal or cats are independent. You can also get creative. People sometimes call their pets cuddly, mischievous, or even aloof if they act a bit distant.
Aloof. That's my cat, for sure. He pretends he doesn't need me. But the second I open a can of tuna, he's my best friend. So, Jake, what about talking about caring for pets? Any handy vocabulary there?
Absolutely. You'll hear people talk about feeding, walking, grooming, and training their pets. For example, I have to walk my dog every morning. Or I need to groom my cat because she's shedding.
Shedding. That's when they lose their fur, right? My couch knows all about that. Any tips for describing what pets look like or their habits?
Yes. When describing pets, people often mention their coat, that's their fur, markings, like stripes or spots, and tail. For habits, you can use words like chew, scratch, fetch, or purr, like my cat loves to purr when she's happy, or my dog will fetch anything you throw.
Okay, so if I wanted to brag about Moki, I could say, my cat has a soft orange coat, loves to purr, and is super mischievous. How'd I do?
Perfect. You sound like a natural. And since you mentioned bragging, there's a fun English idiom. Let the cat out of the bag. It means to reveal a secret, not literally let your cat escape from your grocery bag.
Love that one. Speaking of idioms, do you have any more animal-inspired expressions up your sleeve?
Tons. It's raining cats and dogs means it's pouring rain. A dog's life means a tough or unhappy life, though most dogs these days have it pretty good. And if someone's the top dog, they're the boss.
I definitely know some top dogs at the dog park. So let's get into some specific animals. What's some vocabulary I'd use for dogs and cats that might not be obvious to learners?
Good question. For dogs, words like leash, the rope you use to walk them, collar, kennel, doghouse, and bark are useful. For cats, there's litter box, scratching post, meow, and claw.
I love the word scratching post. Moki uses his as a throne. Are there any fun ways to talk about pets' behaviors? Like if a dog does something naughty or a cat does something silly?
Oh, definitely. If your dog tears up your shoes, you might say, "He got into trouble." If your cat knocks over a glass, you might say, "She's up to no good." We also use zoomies to describe when pets suddenly run around like crazy.
Zoomies is such a great word. Moki gets the zoomies at 3 a.m. Thanks, buddy. So, what about people who don't have pets but want to talk about animals they like? Any useful phrases?
For sure. You can say, "I'm a dog person," or "I'm a cat person," to show your preference. Or just, "I love animals," or "I'm an animal lover." If you're allergic, you can say, "I'm allergic to cats," or "I can't be around dogs."
I always hear, I'm a dog person, but I love cats too. Is that common?
Absolutely. People love to share their pet preferences. There's also the term pet parent for someone who treats their pet like family.
That's me. Moki is basically my child. Okay, time for a quick quiz for our listeners. Jake, let's see if they can fill in the blank. My dog has a beautiful golden and loves to play.
Ooh, good one. Listeners, pause and try it yourself. The answers are coat and fetch. So, my dog has a beautiful golden coat and loves to play fetch.
Nice. Now, what about exotic pets? Some people have snakes, lizards, or even tarantulas. Any vocabulary for those animal lovers?
Oh, absolutely. For reptiles, you might hear terrarium, the glass habitat, scale, the reptile's skin, and shed when they lose their old skin. For birds, cage, perch, molting, losing feathers, and chirp. And for fish owners, aquarium, tank, gills, and fin.
I had a pet turtle as a kid. He used to bask on his rock all day. Is that a common word?
Definitely. Bask means to lie in the sun and enjoy the warmth. Turtles and lizards love to bask, and so do cats, actually.
Moki is basically a professional basker. Okay, Jake, let's spice things up with a story. What's the funniest thing Max has ever done?
Oh, this is embarrassing. One day, I took Max to the park, and he spotted a squirrel. He chased it up a tree, but then he kept circling the tree, barking up at it for at least 10 minutes. I had to bribe him with treats to get him to leave the poor squirrel alone.
That's classic. I once caught Moki stealing food from my plate when I left the room. He acted so innocent when I walked back in, but the chicken was gone.
Pets are sneaky. Which brings me to another fun phrase. Curiosity killed the cat. It means being too curious can get you into trouble.
So true. But I think Moki would say, satisfaction brought it back. Okay, let's shift gears. What about pet care professionals? What do you call people who take care of animals for a living?
Good one. A vet is a veterinarian, an animal doctor. There are also pet groomers, dog walkers, pet sitters, and trainers. And if you're traveling, you might use a boarding kennel for your pet.
Boarding kennel. I always picture little doggy hotels. Speaking of travel, what do you call the bag or box you put pets in when you take them somewhere?
That's called a carrier or crate. You'll hear, I put my cat in a carrier for the vet. Or my dog sleeps in a crate at night.
My cat hates his carrier. He acts like it's the end of the world. Jake, let's answer a listener question. This one comes from Maria in Brazil. How do I talk about my pet's age in English?
Great question, Maria. You can say, my dog is 3 years old, or she's a puppy/kitten. For older pets, senior is a common term. For example, my cat is a senior. She's 12.
And what about those funny things people say, like dog years? What does that mean?
Dog years is a way to compare a dog's age to human age. People often say 1 dog year equals 7 human years, though it's not exact. So, if your dog is 2, you might say, he's 14 in dog years.
If that's true, Moki is probably a grumpy old man in cat years. Okay, time for my favorite segment, language fails. Jake, have you ever said something totally wrong when talking about animals?
Oh yes. When I was learning Spanish, I wanted to say, my dog is friendly, but I accidentally said, mi perro es caliente, which actually means, my dog is hot, as in, temperature. The vet looked at me like I was crazy.
That's hilarious. I once told a French friend, your cat is fat, but I meant fluffy. Let's just say, she wasn't impressed. Pro tip, everyone. Fluffy is much kinder than fat.
Definitely. Also, don't mix up bark and bark, the sound a dog makes, and the stuff on a tree. English can be confusing.
That's true. And don't call a cat's whiskers a mustache, unless you want to sound silly. Let's wrap up with some key takeaways, Jake. What tips would you give to anyone who wants to sound natural talking about pets in English?
First, use specific words, say collar, leash, litter box, instead of just thing. Second, describe your pet's personality with words like playful, loyal, or mischievous. And finally, don't be afraid to throw in idioms or funny expressions. They make your English sound alive.
I'd add, listen to how native speakers talk about their pets and copy their phrases. And of course, practice by telling your own funny pet stories. Everyone loves a good animal tale.
Before we go, we want to hear from you. What's the funniest thing your pet has ever done? Share your story with us in the comments or send us a message.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow, share, and subscribe so you never miss our latest tips and stories. Next week, we'll be talking about food vocabulary, so bring your appetite.
Thanks for joining us for this pawsome episode. Give your pets a belly rub from us and keep practicing your English, one wag, purr, or chirp at a time.